We are gathered here this evening, headed by the head of state of this country, Dr. Hage Geingob, the President of the Republic of Namibia. Equally accompanied by the First Lady, Mrs. Mwabwanika Geingob, along with the Vice President of the Republic of Namibia, Dr. Nangolo Mbumba, together with his dear wife, Mrs. Siski Bumba, along with the Prime Minister of the Republic of the country, the Right Honorable Dr. Sarah Kukangelwa Amadila, accompanied by her husband, Mr. Amadila. Last but not least, myself, Peter Kashavivi, and my dear wife, Jane Rosemary Kashavivi. We're all here for a special event associated with Christmas. We're here to mark this special occasion that usually all over the world bring people together, family coming together to celebrate the birth of Christ, and an occasion that usually you use to bring people together to reflect the goodwill, the spirit of giving, the spirit of sharing. This is what is happening. I and my dear wife are also in the same spirit, looking forward to having our family come together on the occasion where we basically come together to celebrate and simply to reflect on the goodwill represented by this particular occasion. In the same spirit, I'm here to ask the Right Honorable Prime Minister what she has in mind, what she's looking forward to as we reflect the spirit of Christmas. Right Honorable Prime Minister, what do you have in mind for this great event?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. You are right to say that Christmas is a period of giving and sharing. And indeed, the birth of Jesus Christ is the most practical way to demonstrate the giving that God has done to us by sacrificing His only begotten Son, so that we are saved, so that we would be comforted in all our troubles, so that we can have hope, so that we can have joy and love. And I call upon all Namibians to embrace this spirit of Christmas by being loving and kind towards one another, by being joyful in spite of the difficulties that we may face, by spreading love and peace, ensuring that we protect one another, we inspire one another to be hopeful and hold one another's hand. And I believe that I will do my best by practicing that not only towards my family with whom I'll be spending Christmas, but that we will also share that with other Namibians whom we would come into contact with as we go around the country over the Christmas season. And I believe that the Vice President, being a very kind and giving person, and his family would also be doing the same. And I will be happy also to hear what he has on the cards for Christmas.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Prime Minister, Sarah Kukangelwa Amadila, and your family for saying that I'm kind. It is not the kindness of one family. It's the kindness of all of us, emanating from the birth of Christ. Christ came in this world not to save one nation. He did not come here to save the Jews, although he was born under the Jewish tradition, to save humanity. He brought love to all nations. We are now Christians based on the fact that he came to save humanity, all of humanity. We live in all kinds of places, in small places and big places, in small villages and towns. But in terms of religion, in terms of Christianity, we are having one Savior, Jesus Christ. Therefore, as families, we should be kind to one another. This is the time when most of the offices and other places are closed. So let us come together as families, as neighborhoods, as churches, and as all the other institutions. Let us not forget our children, those who are in need. Let us not forget the veterans, those who are in need. Let us not forget those who are jobless and don't have too much to share this time of the year. Let us truly share. Let us also be kind in our hearts. There are policemen and other security officers who are serving this time. They too have families. They too deserve to be with their families. But for special reason, they are doing national duties to protect us and to make sure that we celebrate, and we must then celebrate truly in the spirit of Christ. And therefore, we are truly honored and happy. Systems are there to move up. From a village, you have a village headman. From a region, you have a regional governor. We have a country, and the head of that country, the head of state, has the title of the president. And our president is Dr. Hage Geingob. He may be the one to give us the final word. Comrade President.
Well, thank you very much. I have listened to all of you, and I got the following to take away from your interventions. Firstly, you want me to wish our nation Merry Christmas. You want me to tell them that Jesus Christ was born on this day. He was sent to us to come and save us, but he was also made to show us that he suffered. He was born on a manger, not in a hotel, not in a clinic. He was poor. We are told also out of that we must care for one another. Some people came to help him from that situation. No hatred, no anger. So we all come from very poor backgrounds, but we could be powerful, we could be rich one day. We still have to share, to care for our neighbors in this country, our children, our elderly, those who are sick. We must care and hold hands to build this Namibian house, the better house for those children who are looking at me, innocent people. It also tells us that we must hold hands and pull in the same direction to maintain peace and unity in our beloved country. We may have differences, we can disagree, but today, as we brought by this example of coming with our wives and husbands, we are saying it's also a family day that we must spend with our families. And we did it deliberately to come with our families, with our children, with our workers, that we all must hold hands and build this beautiful country of ours. God brought peace. Let's maintain peace in this country. Let's forgive each other if we have annoyed each other in the past. We can not do without our young people. Beautiful faces. They would like to ask questions. They would like to say, why did you say what you have said? Do you want to ask some questions? Very good. Ask any one of us. Huh? You start. You are so brave. You look so good.
How do you celebrate Christmas?
I would like to celebrate my Christmas with my family, with my children, and all Namibians are my children. You are all my children. Therefore, I will stay indoors. I like music, Christmas songs, and I am a good singer, so I like to also sing. But I will pray for you. I will think of you. We'll be thinking of those who are poor, who will not have anything to eat that day. Those who may not have places to sleep will be thinking of them. While we are celebrating, we must think of those who are most unfortunate, those who are hungry, those who are sick in hospitals. We shouldn't forget that. We must pray for one another, pray for our parents. We need your prayers too. We are going to pray for you, but we must also one day just have happiness. We have a lot of quarrels around the year, but this is a day with the family, with the children. We must sing, let's meet and sing carols.
Where do you celebrate Christmas?
I will be going to Swakopmund. So most of us are going to, although some are going to their farms and so on.
Places.
So different places. We must also go to our regions to be with our families. But I'm going to Swakopmund.
What do you eat on New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve. In the morning, I eat my pap and ochikandela. That's how I start my day. But if you want to send me some good things, I'll wait for it. What do you want to send to me? What must I eat on that day? What do you like?
I personally like burgers.
Burgers on New Year's Eve. Why not sweets and little cakes and so on? I will send you cakes. Okay?
So you guys are very lucky because politicians normally talk for long, and all of them talked very short speeches, but they said very important things. And one thing I listened to all of their speeches when they spoke now is they talked about love, they talked about kindness, and they talked about peace. And peace is very important. You know that Jesus Christ is called the Prince of Peace. And this is really what Christmas is about. It's about being peaceful, it's about joy, it's about love, and most importantly, it's about being kind. And not only kind to people who you know and love, but also being kind to strangers. Because Jesus Christ, when he was born, Mary and Joseph were taken in by strangers. So sometimes when we're not kind to strangers, we're forgetting that strangers could be angels sent by the Lord. The same way that Mary and Joseph were helped by strangers in order for them to have the Prince of Peace. And who's the Prince of Peace? It's Jesus Christ. So let's never forget what Christmas is about. We must never let it become commercialized. We must never let it become about anything but joy, love, peace, and what's the most important part? Kindness. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año de felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año de felicidad. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our hearts. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our hearts. Feliz Navidad. Bom, 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 bom. Feliz Navidad. Bom, 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 bom. a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our hearts. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. We wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of our